Hello there and a very, very good evening. My name's Sean and you are, of course, watching the Planet Cruise TV show. Jim, this is always a time of the day that I sit down and relax.
And plan your next holiday.
And exactly, and plan my next holiday. Guess who's back? The cheeky chap in the corner. Glenn is back from his cruise. Nice to see you, mate.
How are you, mate?
Looking very well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a tan, yeah.
You've got a nice
the weather wasn't too bad.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, just got back from Morella Discovery. Great, enjoyed it. So had a really, really good time. Entertainment was good, as we always say. Staff were good. And we had a week in the Adriatic. So we did Copa, Venice, did the gondola in Venice.
Lovely.
Dubrovnik, Split, and where else did we go? Corchuelo, all down there, and then we had a week in Corfu afterwards.
And I can see the suit's a bit tight, so the food was definitely good.
Food was a bit, yeah, exactly, yeah.
You have the drinks package.
Silly man. Why would you not have the drinks package?
So anyway, Glenn's back. Glenn, of course, works for Planet Cruise. Are you in the office tomorrow? Are you taking bookings tomorrow?
I am. I'm back in at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning,
Brilliant.
so I'll be in all day tomorrow.
So listen to that voice if you recognise it, and he says, "Oh, this is Glenn." Yeah,
that's me.
It's
yeah,
him.
yeah.
There's only one Glenn in the office.
There's two in the office, but he's a funny one, the other one. So yeah, just focus on
one. Now we've got an incredible show. I've just come back from a couple of nights on the Celebrity Edge.
Lovely.
Most amazing experience. We're going to tell you about that later because we've got her sister.
You got some pictures. You got some pictures.
Yeah, we have.
Are they sensible ones?
They really are, yeah, they are. They're good. But we've got the maiden voyage on her sister ship coming up with Ruth, haven't we?
The
Apex, yeah.
That's coming out next year, next April next year. Obviously, it's sailing from April onwards, but yeah, we're going to give you some information about that.
And we've got exclusive price reductions just for this show.
Just for the show, yeah. So if you want the Inaugural, you want to try the new ship, everyone's been talking about Edge, but Apex is the sister ship, everything's the same. That's going to be the one to go for.
Right. And we've got a lovely Fred Olsen cruise coming up.
Yeah, we've got sort of a very good price on that one. We've got one going over to Greece with Celestial.
And that's the best price we've had this year, isn't it?
Exactly, since Black Friday. And we've also got a really good deal for people on a late holiday wanting to go in the middle of the summer on Princess.
We
to
have.
Southampton.
And a really late deal with Celebrity as well. And we've got,
we've got Mickey Mouse. We've got Disney.
We have.
We've got Disney Cruise Line on there as well, a little cheeky one as well. So that's on the Disney Magic, and we've got a really good price on that one as well.
We have got a great show. Now, we've got a few shout-outs, haven't we, Glenn?
Of course. Why would we not have any shout-outs? So I've got a couple on there. First of all, we've got John and Judith. They're clients of mine. They phoned me over the weekend, and they're off to South America with Celebrity. Not until 2021, so they're putting the pennies in the pot and saving up, but they're doing that. Also, shout-out to Monica Boozy, who's one of our friends. I know her daughter very well when we used to work together in Mallorca, and she booked her cruise on Oceania with me yesterday, going out to the Western Med. And finally, I did say, unfortunately, while we were on the cruise and we're in the hotel, my daughter fell a little bit ill, and she was ill whilst on our holiday. But Brooke and Hells are watching the show tonight, and I said I'd give a big shout out to Brooke and a big kiss. So she's feeling better now, which is good.
Great, fantastic news. And I just want to quickly say hello to Simon and Sylvia, who messaged me last night watching the show. So great to hear from you guys. And everyone that I met on board Celebrity Edge, of course.
Yes.
Now we've got some brand new brochures.
We've got some brochures.
There we go.
You talk about them and I'll model them, shall I?
Well, they look very nice.
Look at these.
Now, these are brand new. You can order them from the Planet Cruise website.
Yeah, you can go on there. There's a Planet Cruise one here, and there's
a luxury.
There's a luxury, so obviously that's yours and that's mine.
I'll do the luxury.
Yeah, and I'll do the Planet one. There they go. So these are our new brochures, and as I said, you can order these. These are great. As I said, they give you an idea of the cruises there are. But what we always say is when you get your brochures as well, give the guys a call in the office because we've got the live pricing and stuff like that. But it gives you all the information, and they look very smart.
Well, I was going to say, I just love having these on the coffee table in the...
I would have thought these are probably quite worn in your house, aren't they?
They are. They're great, honestly. They're just a lovely read. So if you'd like those, brochures at Planet Cruise. There you go, .co.uk. But they really love it. They really are. It gives you great inspiration and ideas. Right, we better crack on. We've got an amazing show, but we are going to start off with a very affordable cruise with Fred Olsen. Nice little 5-night summer break, and it's on board the Braemar as well. I've got a price starting tonight at $485. I cruised with my mum with Fred Olsen about 2 years ago, and we had the most incredible time. Really was nice. So let's take you on board.
Fine fleet of much-loved ships, Blackwatch, Braemar, Boudicca and Balmoral offer 4 different types of cruise holiday experiences, all with exceptional friendly service. You'll find a range of cabins and suites on board Fred Olsen ships, so there's a variety of different types of accommodation for you. The cabins are stylish, comfortable rooms which give off a very homely feel. All rooms are equipped with climate control, an interactive smart TV, hairdryer, desk, phone, fridge, which can be stocked as a minibar, and tea and coffee making facilities as standard. Not only this, but each ship has a cabin steward or stewardess that will attend your room daily. Guests in ocean view rooms can enjoy the view from either a porthole or picture window. You can also enjoy a balcony room and make the most of your own outside space. The perfect place to sit back and soak up all the scenery and fresh sea air. There's also a variety of suites available. These are the ultimate experience. Dining on board a Fred Olsen cruise ship is one of the things I look forward to every day. There's something for everybody, from light and healthy salads to freshly caught seafood and of course many traditional British favourites. And there's a 5-course a la carte dinner. When it comes to eating on a Fred Olsen cruise, there's so much choice and so much taste. Fred Olsen provide a wide assortment of activities. There's the guest speakers and performers, art and craft lessons and fun quizzes, along with yoga, Pilates and much more. Not only this, there's also a chance to fully immerse yourself with the destination through one of the many rib-style explorer boats. Nighttime entertainment is a high point of any Fred Olsen cruise. When the lights go down, there's a selection of live shows ranging from music and cabaret to quick-fire stand-up comedy. Just relax, sit back and enjoy the fabulous acts with your favourite tipple or cocktail. Following the show, you can stroll under the stars out on deck or dance the night away to tunes performed by your ship's resident band. And with the dance hosts, no one goes too long without a dance partner.
Do you know, I'm cheekily shocked.
He's just been sorting out his holiday.
I was just checking the date.
Honestly, he's been looking at his dates.
I just think it'd be a great one to do with my mum.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I would say with Fred Olsen, I mean, obviously all ships cater for all types. I would say Fred Olsen caters for the older clientele, and that's not disrespectful to anyone that goes on them at all, but it is that sort of ship. You know, you look at a Royal Caribbean with surfing and rock, it's not going to be that sort of ship. And but they are great, and as I said, if you look going to 22nd of August, that is such a good price to go. You want a 5-day break, you want to take them away, take the partner away or treat them. It's a really good price. Nice ports of call as well.
Yeah, we had a lovely time. So the standards are incredible, but smaller, more intimate ships.
Yeah, and I think you can add drinks packages on if you want to when you're on board, which are really good price. Really good price.
And the entertainment was really nice as well.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah.
So Mum, if you're watching, this is one we should maybe do.
Yes. Sort your holiday dates.
I just need to and actually. Fred have got some great single prices.
They've got some really good deals on singles as well. You know, sometimes the prices can be a bit higher for single travellers. This is a really good deal.
Yeah, you've got prices. Even the August price is only $869 for singles.
Not too bad at all.
$725 for the February dates as well. And also, with this being from cruising from Southampton, we can also offer a great stay at the Holiday Inn in Winchester.
It's £95 per person. That includes your car parking, 1-night stay, bed and breakfast, and private cars taking you obviously to and from the port area. So if you just want to add an extra night, make it nice and leisurely as you're travelling down from the country. But I think, even if you've not tried a cruise before and you think, no, for less than £500, for 5 nights on board, all your food, entertainment, it's good value.
It's a great taster one.
It is.
So anyway, we're going to show you where you're going to be cruising to. The reason I fancy this one as well, I've been to Southampton many times because I've cruised out of Southampton a lot. Nice and easy, you can take as much luggage as you like. But we're going to Antwerp. I've never been here.
You've never been?
No.
Oh, right. So making your way going over to Antwerp. Antwerp's got a load of different things. I mean, a lot of people tend to go out and look at the old, the main square area they have there. They've got some beautiful old-style buildings. Of course, it comes alive in the winter-time with the Christmas markets and the winter-time, but completely different in August as well. Nice to just wander around. A lot of people there go to places like the zoo. You've got the museums. You've also got Rubens' house, the artist. So you've got a chance to a bit of culture if you wanted to. But most people tend to go off. You've got an overnight there as well, so you can stay out for dinner in the evening. The gangway will be down 24 hours. They've got huge markets as well, and it's just a nice, beautiful old city to go and get lost for the day. So it's a nice way to start your cruise.
And then, can you believe I've never been to Amsterdam?
Really?
No, seriously. I've been to the other side of the world, Australia, New Zealand. I've never been to Amsterdam.
Maybe go a little bit, closer home.
I think I should.
Yeah. But I mean, Amsterdam's got loads to offer. I mean, again, where we tend to dock there, you can actually walk into town. It takes 20 minutes. But you've got the main square area. Of course, you can go out and see the tulips. August time, they probably won't be around, so I would more stick with the actual centre of town. Again, you've got the Anne Frank Museum. You've got the Red Light District. You've got the canals to go up and down. Maybe take one of the canal boats. It's a great buzzing city, bikes everywhere, thousands of bikes in Amsterdam. And I'd always say, just wrap up a little bit. I know you're going 22nd of August, but Amsterdam's one of those towns that I always feel a little bit cold, so maybe take the jacket or the jumpers with you. But a nice opportunity to go there for the day, all day there, and then finally when you get back to the ship, you've got a relaxing day at sea, just to chill out, take it easy, and then back into Southampton on that one.
Wonderful little cruise there, say 5 nights, and the price starting at just $485. Now, depending on which date you book, the ships do differ
yeah,
slightly,
so we based
don't they?
this one, I think, on the Braemar, which is going on the 22nd of August, but I think we've also got a slide coming up in a moment with the various ships. So they're doing the same sort of itineraries, you know, the old port of call slightly different, but again, different ships.
But they're all, you know, intimate ships. So the single specials are brilliant. They start from just $725. And as we mentioned, if you want to make life even easier, then how about staying at the Holiday Inn in Winchester the night before? It's only £95. That includes parking for the week, breakfast, and your port transfers as well. I mean, I think nowadays you can just never rely
on getting down there.
You can't, you know.
And I think if you're local, you know, within an hour or so, you probably just make your way down and do anything. But I think if you're coming further, you know, from the country, and it's nice to have, and Winchester's lovely. So if you came down early in the morning, you've got the afternoon to go and have a look around there.
So I would definitely do that. So that's our first cruise offer today. Price-wise, we've actually got 4 different dates. So we've got the 22nd of August, that's on the Braemar. That price starts at just $485, which is brilliant for that date, actually.
That's quite a nice one as well, the 14th of Valentine's Day present. There you go. That's on the Black Watch. So again, slightly different ship, but again, the same brand. And then you've got the Braemar going down on the 9th of April, which happens to be my birthday.
Oh, there you go.
Diary. And then you've got the Balmoral going in November. So again, different dates there, different ships, different prices.
But last week I had one of the best weeks of my life. I was very lucky to be on board the brand new Celebrity Edge. Now, I knew she was going to be amazing. I'm a big Celebrity fan, as many of you know. But, oh my word, you know, I've actually got like a shiver just talking about it. She was the most beautiful ship in the world. She was incredible. Had the best time. I wanted to stay on. I had to come back to work. But I was on board with a very, very beautiful lady. We had such fun. Ruth, what an amazing experience.
It was an amazing 2 days, wasn't
you missed
it?
out, Glenn.
Somebody was in the rain in Corfu, apparently, and couldn't make it.
I got offered that, didn't I?
You did.
You could have come on
He
board.
could have come with us.
Honestly, we were talking earlier. I mean, Ruth, I knew she was going to be spectacular.
Yes.
But I have never seen such a beautiful ship. Here's some of the pictures.
That's you in an Edge Villa designed by Kelly Hoppen. They are gorgeous.
Yes, they were. Now, I didn't stay in the Edge Villa. I'll show you my my statement in a second.
That looks like celebrity dating, isn't it?
There you go.
Hey, listen.
A classy version.
Yeah. Now, this was one of my favourite areas, the rooftop terrace.
Yes.
I would spend hours there. Ruth.
Me too. It's my favourite outdoor space because you've got no lawn club anymore. We've gone to a whole new level, but we've got beautiful planting. We're actually pointing there, but you can't see it. We're pointing to the sign of Edge, just above our heads.
But this outside, so this outside rooftop terrace, the plants were incredible.
Yes. You can dine out there as well, dine al fresco too.
There was some great entertainment there as well, but it was beautiful.
It really is.
But for me, in fact, let's see some more images. For me, it's all the brand new features, the magic carpet. Now,
Which everyone thought was going to be a gimmick, and it so isn't, is it?
Oh, well, I was there when she was a bar.
Yeah.
Beautiful space.
Yes, but there you can see it right there. Oh, look, there's me with a big Edge sign in the terminal. But where you could see the magic carpet, she was actually designed to be on deck 2 only. And that is where, with those beautiful comfy lounges, you actually walk onto, there you go, with the long bar, tables, comfy lounges. You literally step onto a launch. They're not tenders anymore.
Now, every part of the ship is stunning.
I know.
And we mean stunning.
It is. It's breathtaking. As you know, we hosted a special 2-night event to showcase Celebrity Edge for the first time in the UK. And everyone, without exception, has been blown away and said this ship is groundbreaking, game-changing for the cruise industry, and she doesn't feel like a ship at all. She's wonderful. Now,
we've got very exciting news tonight. Ruth has given our Idyllic World and Planet Cruise customers tonight exclusive pricing on the brand new sister ship,
Yep.
Apex.
Which is going to be identical to where we've just been on Celebrity Edge. The maiden voyage is the 5th of April. We have a mini season, so we've got some different itineraries as well. But you've got savings of up to £500 per person, exclusive to you guys. Wow. Onboard spend of up to $500. The free classic drinks package, free gratuities, and compliments of me, specially for tonight, well, all this week, if anyone books, specialty dining in the restaurant of your choice on Edge.
And they are
Complimentary.
amazing.
They are all new ones as well.
God. So when you add up all the extras, and this is the very first sailing.
How much is the deposit?
Maiden voyage. The deposit, £1.
No.
A whole £1 deposit, yeah.
Now, you can imagine, I mean, Glenn, you know, the demand for new ship, particularly
Yes.
Celebrity.
Yes.
I mean, the Edge has gone crazy since it came to Southampton,
Yeah.
but with the Edge, it's been sailing for 5
6 months now.
About 6
Yeah.
months now.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's more or less
She
brand new.
launched
but
on the 18th of December, wasn't it?
18th
really?
December.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
this one we're actually featuring tonight is the first sailing.
The
This is gonna be the
maiden
inaugural.
voyage. And there are so many people who are booking this maiden voyage. They don't care where it goes.
Yeah.
They just want to be on the maiden voyage. And these ships are just incredible.
Shall we take you on board?
Yeah, let's do it. I think
Fab.
we've talked about it already, but why not? This video shows you the top 10 features of Edge, as voted for by customers. Here's our favourite, the rooftop garden. We'll have live music out there. You'll have musicians in these beautiful carved wooden trees, the lush planting. We do a taste of film out here as well. So we have a movie on the big screen, but we actually serve you the food they are eating in the movie at the same time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what a taste of film is. These are the Edge Villas, 2 stories designed by Kelly Hoppen, and you've got floor-to-ceiling glass everywhere, beautiful lounge downstairs, and upstairs the bedroom. Look at the view from your bedroom. You'd never want to leave the bed, would you? Now you went to the theatre, didn't you?
The theatre was state-of-the-art, and I love
It
the
is.
screens 180 degrees.
Yes.
So the visuals, really.
Are unbelievable, aren't they? Absolutely unbelievable. And all new shows only on Edge. Now, the Grand Plaza, the heart of the ship, the 3-story light chandelier, where they actually do a light and music show at night as well, and of course our famous martini bar.
Now
Over to you.
Right, I can honestly say I loved the infinite veranda. This is my room, this is where I stayed. And to wake up in the morning and to have that electric blind go up and to literally look out to the ocean, it was spectacular. I mean that.
It really is.
My favourite
And the staterooms are 23% larger than any other staterooms in our
and we really felt
fleet.
that.
Yes. Now, Aqua Class, the spa is designed by Kelly Hoppen again, and we've got an incredible 8 different rooms. So you know the Persian Garden very well on the rest of the fleet. This is not 1, but 8 different rooms with the crystallarium, the infrared sauna, the hammam, the float room, the salt room. I mean, the list is endless.
Eden.
My favourite indoor space. 7,000 square feet of glass at the back of the ship. Very, very relaxing with a cafe during the day, but at night comes alive with those beautiful performers,
And then
as you
back
can
to the
see.
magic carpet there, Ruth.
There you are, magic carpet. So not only for the launches, but when she's on deck 5, as you can see there, she's an extension of the seafood restaurant. Deck 12, there you can see, she's not a lift, by the way, you can't be on it when she moves. An extension of the pool area, and then dinner on the edge is the spectacular 16 decks up, nothing below you but the water. And did you know this ship was voted Best New Ship of 2018, and she won that 1 week before she set sail. Wow. That's how anticipated this ship was. And you're going on the sister ship on the maiden voyage.
Everything will be new, everything will be wrapped.
It will be. No one will have sailed in your stateroom before you.
We're cruising out of Southampton, so nice and easy.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you've got a day at sea, which you're going to need more than a day at sea to go and explore the ship. But again, with all the perks on there, with everything you get included, you can just go and explore for the day. We'll then head down into Bilbao. So again, the weather should be good down this part of the world. You've got the Guggenheim Museum, you've got the Basilica, you've got the Plaza Bella, where a lot of the bars and restaurants are. So again, and of course the Flower Dog, which is famous there in Bilbao, which you can go and see. But Guggenheim is definitely worth a visit. Then nice to have another relaxing, chilled out day at sea, because as I said, a lot to see. and then from there we go on to Lisbon. Now imagine going in on the brand new ship under that bridge with
To be the first.
to be the first
Yeah.
on deck as you go past the Bellum Tower, you go past the Christ the Redeemer statue, and then docking in Lisbon, you can go off for the day on the trams and go into the glass elevator, knowing that when you come back, you're going to be having beautiful luxury food, service, martini bar, and everything else that includes. Then we go down into Porto, the hilly Porto. Make sure you have good shoes on here when you're walking around the cobbled streets. But again, along the Douro River, amazing views. We do a lot of our river cruises along the Douro, some of the best sellers, but you've got the day there in Porto to wander off, maybe take one of the small boat trips along there, and of course try the local port in there as well. Then another relaxing day at sea, and then we head into Le Havre. Now, Le Havre itself has got places you can go and see, but most people tend to take the trips into Paris. Again, 2.5 hours to get into Paris, but you get a chance to experience there. Or take tours over to
Normandy beaches.
Normandy beaches.
Yeah, very, very
To
popular.
the Bayeux Tapestry, over to Monet's House and Gardens.
Yeah.
There's loads of trips to do there if you
Versailles.
don't want to go as far as Paris. And then from there, back into Southampton, and that is the inaugural sailing.
Ruth has given our Planet Cruise customers and viewers tonight the most amazing extras. So I just want to talk through, because this really is incredible. So you are going to be the first on board. It's not the maiden season, it's the maiden voyage. Savings of up to £500 per person off for tonight's show. And is that for this week, Ruth?
Yes, it
For
is.
this week,
for the whole week, yep.
You're going to get my favourite drinks package, the classic drinks package, all your gratuities, and that's on Ocean View and above.
Yeah.
$500, up to $500 onboard spend per stateroom on Ocean View and above.
It is. Well, it's actually $400 per stateroom between Ocean View and Aqua Class. $500 if you book a suite.
Oh my word,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, and there's some gorgeous shopping for you to spend on too.
And of course you can spend a night, as mentioned, in the Holiday Inn in Winchester for just £95 per person. These are the prices. I'm going to say it. I personally...
That's not the prices.
No, sorry,
that certainly isn't the prices.
That's a different day. That's I tell you what, that's a different...
If only. We
that
would
is
have a stampede.
If that's the price, I'm booking.
I can tell you the price. The interior stateroom is $1,379, and that is an exclusive saving of £320 per person. If you go up to an Ocean View, it is $1,899 on the maiden voyage. The exclusive saving is £500 per person, but you've got your drinks, your gratuities, $400 spending money and specialty dining, and it's only a £1 deposit. And to upgrade to a balcony is only £30 per person per night. More exclusive savings. So there's some incredible price points here.
And my personal recommendation would be to go for the
Infinite Veranda.
It would.
Yes.
Yeah, it would. It was amazing. It really was.
Yeah.
Now, the drinks package, the details on your screen, Ruth, I know I always talk about the classic drinks package, but it is so inclusive.
It really is, because you've got all of your soft drinks and bottled water and specialty teas and coffees, but it's available in every single venue, bars, restaurants, lounges around the ship, selected beers, wines, a huge list of cocktails. And what's amazing is if there's a drink you like that isn't in the drinks package, you only pay the difference.
Yeah,
so you might pay $1.
Ruth, I knew she was going to be beautiful,
Yeah.
but she was incredible.
I'm
And I
so
mean that.
delighted you love her as much as I do.
best time.
Can I please book him for the Apex first?
Yes, you can.
Next year, please.
I'm
Yes.
actually very tempted with this. I just need to. I need to check and get the holiday room.
Exactly. Yeah.
But amazing. Now, do book tonight. They're exclusive offers just for this week.
If you pay the £1 as well, that gets it reserved. It's a small top-up of deposit in about 8 weeks' time.
Yeah.
And then you've then got nearly a year to pay that off. So we have a system now where you can pay it off over 9 or 10 months, certain amount each month, or leave it until 16 weeks prior.
And my top tip, book select dining, because there are 4 small, intimate main restaurants, not one. And select dining means you can dine in any of the 4 any night you like.
Well, we're 5 minutes over, Ruth, but you know.
Sorry. We knew we would be, didn't we? We knew we would be.
We need the whole out. But really quickly, we've got a last-minute deal. I showed you this earlier. Amazing, 40 nights, Scandinavia and Russia. We never see prices like this. It's a 2-week cruise, 2nd or the 16th of June, starting at $975 for 2 weeks.
2 weeks to one of the most incredible destinations in the world. A choice of 2 dates. These are exclusive prices, again, to Planet Cruise. You have to be quick because there are literally
Limited.
only a very handful
I'm surprised
of
there's any
staterooms.
balconies because
They're
last
late
few months...
cancellations. Somebody's got sick,
Yeah.
for example, poor things,
So
but we've got those
a
as well.
handful of those, you need to book it right now. Ruth, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'll
Amazing
see you on
ship.
Apex.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. You missed out there. But we better move on. Sorry, such a good time. Now we've got Costa now, and this is a brilliant 7 nights. United Arab Emirates and Oman from Dubai cruise. You're going to get a free upgrade tonight. 959. And look at the date. You know, when everywhere, pretty much anywhere near the UK, it's freezing cold. 7th of December, you're going to get amazing weather. Let's take you on board with Costa. Now, Glenn, I know Dan, who regularly presents the show.
Yes.
He's a big fan of Costa.
He loves
isn't
it. Yeah, he's just come back from the family.
thought
Family
so.
had just been on a Costa. They loved it. And again, it's different from sort of a P&O or a Marella cruise because these are an Italian cruise company. So this is more European, multicultural on there. But again, going out to this part of the world, you really will embrace the different cultures on board, which is great. Now, I think if you want to go to this part of the world, and again, it's a great time of year to go. December, the weather's going to be nice and hot.
Yeah.
And well, if you go 7th, you'll be back about the 14th, 15th. Still give you a bit of chance to get into the Christmas spirit, but just having that little bit of winter, a bit of winter sun. Exactly. So they're really, really good. And as I said, they are different from other ships, but they are very modern, very European-style shows. The cuisine is wonderful, Italian.
And I mean, to get your flights included,
Yep.
all of that, 959. The drinks package is really affordable.
Yeah, so again, the guys will give you information about that one as well. And we've based it on London flights, but because we're going to Dubai with Emirates, we'll probably be able to do Glasgow, Newcastle, Manchester, Birmingham. It might be a small supplement, but the guys can let you know about that.
Brilliant. Well, let's take you on board and show you these amazing places. So we're flying you over to Dubai, as Glenn just said.
Yeah, so this one's going to fly you over to Dubai. What's quite nice about this, you're going to fly and you've got an overnight there on board. So again, you get a chance to go off and have a look through the Burj Khalifa, go to the Palm, go to Atlantis, go and do a desert safari, do a bit more culture, maybe go to the Grand Mosque. I would do one of the desert safaris. I'm going out to Dubai in November, and that's one of the things we're going to try and do there. But again, Dubai is a buzzing place to go and see. And then from there, we go into Muscat. So you're going a little bit more back to culture. Again, very different to Dubai. But again, a trip out here to the Sultan Grand Mosque is one definitely to go and see. You can go to the Al Aram Palace. Again, different places to go and see here. You've got the Corniche to just go off and wander and take a trip down there. And I'd probably say Muscat is one of the places you could probably do a trip in to go and see as much as you can. Then you've got a nice relaxing day at sea. Obviously, it's been a busy start. And then from there, we're going into Doha. Now, Doha in Qatar is a place that not many of the ships are going into, but again, you can see there, it's developing a bit like Dubai and Abu Dhabi. You've got the skyscrapers, of course, meet the cultural as well. But again, you've got the museums, the Islamic art, you've got the outdoor market, and you can still do desert safaris there as well. And of course, at night time, everything's lit up, which is a wonderful sail out. Then we go into the ever popular Abu Dhabi, of course, with the Grand Prix there. You've got Yas Island, you've got Ferrari World, you've got the Corniche. And again, it's rivaling Dubai now. Many people are going Abu Dhabi as well as Dubai. And again, things like the Desert Safari, you've got the walk there, beautiful. But as I said, it's a stunning chance, but I definitely would recommend, again, we're going to Abu Dhabi, we're doing Ferrari World and the Yas Water Park, because it's one of the biggest in the world. And now at the end, we're flying you back from Dubai, but I would probably say I'd extend it. I'd have another couple of days in Dubai if you can. Again, the guys can give you information. Depending on the hotel, you might be looking at putting £100–120 per person on that. But again, why not stay another couple of nights in Dubai?
And again, I'm just looking at the price. You know, you are getting a free upgrade from inside to balcony.
To balcony,
tonight.
yeah.
So a balcony, all your flights. Did you say they're Emirates flights? Or
They probably will be. If they go, I mean, obviously it could be BA, but it just depends on what's available. But I would say, I mean, if you added on the drinks package, you're adding on an extra couple of nights in Dubai, you're probably looking at about £1,200–1,300, just depending on what hotel you go for in Dubai. And you know, if you're going to do it, you might as well stay down there and enjoy it.
And a great time, to get some wind sun. So when you think that price to you know, see Dubai, Abu Dhabi, flights, all of your food, transfers, you know, amazing value, and say a big upgrade there from inside to balcony as well. So here's your prices. We've got we've actually got a variety of dates, so you can actually go from November right the way through to March. And to be fair, Glenn, the prices don't vary much
There
at all.
isn't that much difference. Again, it might depend on the dates within each month, but again, I think January, February time's a great time to go.
Oh,
You've got
is,
Christmas out the way, and then you want a bit of winter sun. Wonderful chance. And as I said, a lot of people haven't tried Costa, but I really would give them a go.
Now we've got, and we were both looking at this before the show.
We're sticking with Italians, aren't we?
Yeah. MSC.
Yeah.
Caribbean. 14 nights. I mean, that price to me looks like a 7-nighter. It's 14 nights at 1,149. So that works out, Glenn. Is it about 575 a week on that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so
ridiculous.
just to let you know, this is Gatwick flights.
Right.
It's only going to be Gatwick flights.
Yeah.
They're with Virgin.
Great.
Until obviously they run out. Now with the Preciosa, looking at this itinerary, I looked at it the other day. I might be corrected, but I don't think there's any sea days within the 14 days. That's not the only ports of call you're going to. That's all we can fit on the slide. Now the other thing with this one, which I quite like, is going out the 10th of December. It's 14 nights. By the time you'll arrive back Christmas Day morning. Now what I would do is arrive back into Gatwick, get in the car, get the turkey on, and have me Christmas dinner in the afternoon. Lovely way to be Christmas with a suntan and telling everyone about your stories. Now with this one as well, you can also upgrade to the balcony for under £29 per person per night. And again, the guys will have information about drinks package if you want to add them on.
Do you know, when I first started presenting the show about 11 years ago, we always used to say a 7-night cruise around the Caribbean under £1,000 was great value.
Yeah.
This is 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it's Virgin flights.
Yeah. So that is brilliant. But I think you're going to have to be super fast for that one.
It's when the flights run out, that's when the deal will go.
Yeah. I like the idea of coming back Christmas Day, you know. Yeah. I'd just make sure I come out and I'd just say, I've been away, so somebody else is going to have to cook today. But, Glenn...
this is a Mickey Mouse one, isn't it?
This is actually really rare for the show. We've actually got a Disney cruise on board the Disney Magic. Now, Glenn, I know you've worked very close with Disney. They've got an incredible reputation.
Well, no one can compete with them. You know,
No.
You've got other cruise lines out there that are very, very similar, but nothing will compete with Disney. It's a one-off place to go and see. Whether you've been to the theme parks, you've been over to Paris, but the ships are different, and I think it's a lot of people's dream to go on one of these.
Yeah.
Not just the kids, the adults want to go on it as
exactly.
well. And I said, obviously I've got Brooke at the moment, and in another couple of years I'll look at taking her on one of these. I was fortunate enough to go on one a little while ago just to see it while it was docked in Dover, and they are wonderful ships.
Well, let's take on board and experience the magic.
Magic is
the start of an adventure.
Discovering new places and new stories.
Some loud
and some quiet. Very quiet.
Unless you prefer loud. Some delicious. From a little splash to a big one. Meet your heroes.
and let your imagination come to life.
It's the stuff of dreams. Discover a world of wonder
Aboard Disney Cruise Line.
Wow. You've got so many things to tell us about, haven't you, Glenn?
Yeah, so again, I mean, obviously Disney, as I said, is unrivaled. There's nothing that can compare to it. So, again, the first thing, of course, is the characters. So when you get on board the ship, obviously you get a chance to meet the characters. You've not only got the Disney characters now, but you've got Star Wars, because obviously Disney own them.
Of course, yeah.
You've got Pixar. And of course, also you've got Marvel, which are my personal favourites. So again, depending on the sailing and who's going to be on board, you know, you've got the chance to have your pictures taken with them, which is, as I said, not just for the kids.
No.
You know, really good.
But there are adult areas, of course.
There
as
are
well,
adult areas on there as well. And of course, the other thing they have is what's called rotational dining. So you get to try the different dining opportunities on there. And one of the ones I wanted to talk about was one called the Animator's Palette, which you briefly saw on there. Now, when you go into the restaurant, you sit down, everything's black and white. Tablecloths, the plates, everything around is all black and white, even the waiters. And as you start to eat your food, colours start to appear. Not only on the plates, the food, the waiters, and everything starts to get drawn in. Yeah.
And is it full colour by the end of the meal?
And then by the end of the meal, everything's in colour, and you've got that Disney experience, which is something a little bit different. Again, with this one as well, as we mentioned before, you've got Luminaire, which is the French-themed restaurant, of course, based on Beauty and the Beast. And, of course, then you've got the Disney shows, which are going to be second to none.
Yeah. I mean, you can imagine it. Magical experience. We cruise out of Dover, by the way. Your first day is at sea.
Yeah, so, they based their ship out of Dover. So that's when we went to go and see it down there. So, again, you can drive down, you can stay. They've got parking areas around there as well. And you've got a chill-out day, which is great. Now, the one thing I didn't mention is when you actually get on board a Disney ship, they do it very, very different. So, as you walk on the gangway, I must admit, I wouldn't like to be standing there for 4 hours doing it, but as you stand on the gangway, they'll have the whole team standing there, and as you walk on, they'll say, "What's your name, please?" And you go, "Oh, it's the Wallace family." And they go, "Ladies and gentlemen, the Wallace family," and everyone cheers and claps as you walk into the atrium. No one else does that on a ship, so that's a little bit different. But again, they've got these special touches with Disney. Now, again, day at sea to go and experience, and then we go into Copenhagen, wonderful Copenhagen. You've got the main promenade area, you've got the Little Mermaid to go and see, have your photos taken there. Into Tivoli Gardens, whether you go during the day or the evening, you've got the chance with the theme park and, of course, the gardens. And you've got the beautiful canal area. We just used to go off and wander around. They've got a great metro system in Copenhagen, so you can wander around easy. And they also have the hop-on, hop-off buses outside, so they're good to jump on and wander around the city.
Easy,
yeah, of course. Then we're going to Oslo, into Norway, so we're heading up from there. Now, again, where you normally tend to dock there, you can actually wander into Oslo and Norway. And again, as you wander around, they've got the great buildings there. They've got some wonderful museums to go and see. You've got the big Parliament building, which is quite spectacular. Various castles. And if you've never been to Norway before, there are wonderful people. All I would say is it's quite expensive comparison to the UK, so just be aware of that. But the Vigeland Park area, and as I said, they've got some of the Viking museums to go and see. And it's your taste. If you've never done the fjords before, this gives you a first introduction into Norway. And the sail in and out on there is very, very pleasant as well. We then from there head on to Kristiansand, and again another one of the Norwegian ports of call. Just starting before you get round into the fjords, but again I would recommend here on the top deck on the sail in and sail out, because it's wonderful views as you make your way in. You've got the zoo, you've got the amusement park, the museum to keep the kids occupied as well. But again, the wonderful thing about this is the actual sailing in and out. And again, if you've done fjords cruising, you know what I'm talking about with the sailing around there. And from there, we then head into Bergen, the second biggest city in Norway. What's nice about this is you're going up and down this part of the route, you'll see some of the fjords. Again, they won't go into them, but they'll sail along, so you'll get to see the land and see beautiful sights there. But in Bergen itself, Hanseatic buildings, you've got the fish market, you can do the cable car, the funicular, and again, that's where you'll get most of your souvenirs. Good place to do that for you in Bergen. And then lastly is a chill-out day at sea before heading back. But as I said, the ports of call are lovely on here. It's the experience of going on Disney, and as I said, there's nothing else like it in the world.
And to be able to take, you know, the children with you or the grandchildren, you can have a great.
So that's the animated. That's the animated. So you can see it starting to get colour added in, as I said, and you get to try the different restaurants on there. Food's exceptional, service is second to none. But as we have mentioned, I do want to say that we do have adult areas as well. I think they just think kids everywhere, and yes, there are a lot of kids on Disney, but again, you do have these adult areas. You've got things like water parks and the various kids clubs. The kids clubs you can imagine on Disney what they're going to be like.
They are, well, they're going to be outstanding, aren't they? So great to have so the Disney Magic on tonight's show. Let's just remind you what's included, of course, as well. So, as Glenn was explaining, full board rotational dining at 3 uniquely themed restaurants. I mean, that makes every dining experience exciting.
Any ship where they rotate the dining. I don't like eating in the same restaurant every single night, but again, you get to try that.
Unlimited snacks, soft drinks, tea, coffee, and ice cream. I'm sure that's wonderful.
Yes.
On deck every day, immersive theme kids and teens clubs. West End calibre original Disney musicals. Imagine seeing those.
Imagine, and also just lastly, they've got the themed deck parties. Can you imagine what they're like as well?
So all of that is included. Price-wise, by the way, we've got prices for the 1st of September, and I've got to say that really, for the family of 4, that's actually exceptional, isn't it?
They do another thing on there, which is, you'd expect it, I suppose, but, you know, obviously a lot of the ships show the films and are normally 3 or 4 months old. But when they show the new Disney films, they are the brand new releases, because obviously they own the rights to show them.
Of course.
So I think if you want to try that, I mean, it's just at the end of the summer holidays. You could probably squeeze that cruise in just before the kids go back to school. If not, you know, just take them out for a couple of days. They're going on Disney.
But we've still got a couple of cruises to share with you. Now, tonight, we've got the best price this year with Celestyal Cruises. The last time we saw prices anything like this, Glenn was reminded, was last year on the Black Friday week. So if you've been looking at Celestyal, tonight we have got the best prices this year. The prices dropped, I think it was literally a few hours ago. This is the best price we have done in several months. And the great thing with Celestyal, I mean, the itinerary is spectacular. Yeah. Glenn's really looking forward to saying about that. But everything is included. So that's your drinks, your tips, and even 3 shore excursions, and they're really good ones. So everything for under £1,000. We've got some amazing single prices as well. So if you've looked at this cruise this year and it's been out of your price range, I'm going to say it again, this is the best price we've seen.
And look at the single.
Oh, there. Yeah, that's really good.
Really good, yeah. On certain sailings, really, really good.
That is really good. They do sell really quickly. That's the best we've seen this year. So, Glenn, we know it's an amazing deal. Everything's included. But the itinerary is incredible on this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to call it island hopping because that sounds like it's not quality, but it is, because they take in so many of the islands that you want to go and see. As I said, we've just come back from Greece, and you see the ferries going out doing this island hopping. You don't want to do it on a ferry, you want to go with a bit of class. But what's nice about Celestyal is they spend short time in the ports of call, but you get to see more within that time, which is really, really good. Now, of course, we're going to some great destinations, but what's good about this is the drinks, the tips are included, the excursions are included in 3 of the ports of call, and if you want to go and experience Greece, you want a Greek ship.
Yes.
So again, you will have the European cuisine, but it will focus also on the Greek. Now, if you're going to Greece, you've got to have Greek food, you know, but it's not just Greek, but, you know, that's what you want to try. You want to try, I mean, we were trying it all last week, and it's the tzatziki. I'm so fed up with tzatziki. I've had 2 weeks of it. But it's wonderful. Now, again, some of the destinations which we'll go through, Santorini, I still think is probably the best European Med Adriatic sailing in the world, if you've never been there. You've also got places like Mykonos, and the special thing about this, you've actually got Santorini overnight.
Yeah, I love the Greek islands. I think, you know, well, you only have to look here. Absolutely picturesque and beautiful. Mykonos, what a beautiful
Yeah, so
place.
Mykonos, I mean, obviously we're flying into Athens. It will normally be London flights. I just want to clarify that. It's generally London flights. We can look at alternatives, but the way it works is generally going to be London flights direct. And then from there, again, if you wanted to do, we're flying you into Athens, we could fly you out a couple of days before. So you could do a couple of days stay there if you wanted to. We can do that for you. But once you've done Athens, you then move on to Mykonos. Now, Mykonos, as I said, is the buzz place to be at the moment. A lot of trendy people are going out, the bars and restaurants. Now, in Mykonos, they've just gone a little bit onto Milos at the moment. But let's go back to Mykonos if we can, guys. So this is where Shirley Valentine was filmed. It's in a crescent-shaped area where you dock, and then from there you can take the shuttle buses in, or you can walk into town. But again, great restaurants. You've got the windmills. Go a bit further afield, some great beaches. But Mykonos really is a buzz place to be in Europe at the moment.
Are we allowed to go to Milos now?
Well, yeah, go on.
Go on.
Yeah,
I don't have a lovely time in Mykonos, but the ship has set sail.
I missed it again. Now, Milos is one of the smaller islands, so again here a lot more uncommercial than some of the bigger islands.
Yeah.
Beautiful chance, again, to really immerse yourself into the Greek culture. They've got some stunning places to go and see, but that's a nice introduction before you go on to the prime thing to go and see here is Santorini. Now,
and as you said, really
have you been to Santorini?
Yes.
You have,
absolutely beautiful.
So again, with Santorini, you can't dock there. You're tender up there, and then from there, you've got a couple of ways of getting into the town. So from there, you go across, and you can take the cable car up, or you can ride one of the donkeys. Now, please don't ride the donkeys; they're mental. So go onto the cable car, and that will take you right to the very top, and that will dock you in fear. Oh, honestly, the donkeys are crazy. Once they see a carrot, they go mad.
So that's Glenn's personal safety tip for you.
That's as good as you're going to get it. The donkeys are mental. So where you go in, the cable car will take you to Fira, so that's one of the towns. But what you want to then do is make your way over to Oia, which you'll see in there, and that's where the main blue domed buildings are that Santorini is famous for. Another thing to see here is the Santos winery, which is just going the other side. And again, if you go there, they have a lot of weddings, which are stunning, but you can go and have a glass of wine there. And again, from there, you can look down onto the ship. But Santorini, again, you've got overnight in there. It's a completely different place during the day and at night time. We then go on to Crete. We go into Heraklion. We used to dock here every single week on our ship. And again, here you can go off to Knossos. You can just wander off into Heraklion yourself if you wanted to. Again, I would say a trip to Knossos and the temple are very interesting. You've got the ruins there, and then maybe go into town for some lunch in the afternoon. From there, we go on to Turkey, into Kusadasi. Now, Kusadasi is a wonderful destination in itself, but what I would say is the trip to Ephesus is included. So on here, you've got 3 trips. You've got the trip to Oia, included in Santorini. You've got the trip to Knossos in Crete, and you've also got the trip here to Ephesus.
So they're the 3 big hitters, aren't they?
They're the 3 places to see, and they're included. Now, again, the ancient ruins of Ephesus are wonderful. They're one of the big wonders of the world to go and see. But what's nice about this, they do this trip very early in the morning before it gets too hot. and then from there you come back into Costa. Now Costa itself is full of market stalls, so you can go off and do your bartering and haggling. Again, you can go and buy all your genuine fake items.
I bet you're really good. I can imagine you're really good at bartering.
Yeah, I am.
knew you would.
Well, do you know what? You have to be a bit harsh with them as well because they're getting better, but it is a good place to be. But again, you've got the ruins in the morning, and then the market stalls in the afternoon, and then finally back into Athens. And as I said, from here we fly you back, and what you could do is either do your stay in Athens at the end and add that on, or do a stay at the end or the start, whatever you want to do. But again, you want to try and get a trip to the Acropolis, over to Pantheon to see as much as you can. It's wonderful.
It doesn't get better than this, and I really mean that. You know, Glenn, you sell this cruise every week.
Well, I think if people haven't done Greece before, look, that shows you where. So look at the places you're ticking off on there, and that's on a 7-day cruise.
And it's under £1,000. That's for everything, absolutely everything. So just to remind you what's included. It's all inclusive. So it's all your drinks, all your tips, those really good shore excursions. 3 of those. And I'm not being funny, but for me, the 3 that they've chosen are the best ones.
They are. I mean, normally when they include excursions, they're like a walking tour or something like that. But these are the 3 big hitting places to go and see.
And the single special tonight, and these always sell super fast. Again, the best price I've seen, I believe, this year. They start at just £1,049. Can you remember, Glenn? Does a single passenger get the equivalent of a double occupancy cabin?
They're normally a double occupancy cabin on there for them, generally. Yeah, generally. So again, you'll have that anyway, but they're just doing a really low sort of supplement.
So, if you do want to go for that, do it tonight. And don't forget, return flights based on London. Transfers not included, but we can add those for you. And the price, got a few different dates on these, but I've got to say, if you want the single price, I would be super quick for the May, June, and the October dates because they're exceptionally low.
Really good.
Those.
Yeah,
really good. And some lovely upgrades there to the outside cabins as well. Now the drinks, again, it's a really good all-inclusive drinks package as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not going to mention Ouzo.
You've had a lot of that, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
So that's selected spirits, beers, cocktails, including the Ouzo. Just go careful with it. You've also got non-alcoholic cocktails. You've got your sodas, iced tea, juices, sparkling and mineral water, and then a wide range of hot beverage as well. So really, it covers everything you need.
Yeah. And just to remind you of those wonderful excursions that are included in Santorini, Crete, and
I would say, if I was on a normal ship, they would probably £200 worth of excursions. There's normally what that would be valued.
It's amazing value. But I'll say again, it's the best price we've had this year.
Yeah.
The last time we saw anything like that was Black Friday. Now, we've got one final cruise for you. I
never thought we'd finish with Des O'Connor.
Stole my thunder there.
Oh.
I was gonna get you to guess who was on board the ship, but yeah,
it's a big thing up there saying Des O'Connor.
No, that was anyway. But Des O'Connor's on board.
Yeah, he is. He's on board.
Wow.
Yeah, they did a couple of these sort of where they're inviting people on. We did. There's another cruise. Unfortunately, that's sold out with Eddie the Eagle. That was one we were featuring. That's sold out. So Des O'Connor's on this one. But look at the date it's going out in August. It's the availability and what the price is.
Well, we know that the 17th of August, second, third week of August, the most expensive time for anybody to cruise.
And this is a princess ship for 14 nights.
I was really surprised. I would expect this to have a 2 in front of it, not a 1.
Yeah.
At least, actually.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-week cruise around the Med. 17th of August. That's less than. It's about £550 a week.
Yeah, isn't it?
Under £80 per person per night. Put it that way.
Not bad for August.
And I've cruised with Princess. They're incredible, aren't they?
Really good.
So anyway, we're going to take you on board with Jade.
Regardless of which Princess Cruises ship you get on, you'll find yourself with a host of dining, entertainment and relaxation options to suit your needs. Whether you prefer the traditions of set-time dining or you prefer to pick when, where and who you eat with, the option is yours on board a Princess ship. Princess Cruises have always taken speciality dining to the next level, from the sumptuous steaks in the Crown Grill through to the incredible Italian flavours of Sabatinis. The first of 2 new offerings is Steamer's Seafood, where you can feast on amazing shellfish, all accompanied by generous sides and dipping sauces. The second new taste sensation is Planks, serving up American-style barbecue options on planks, loaded with 4 meats, chili, coleslaw and fries, and some really incredible looking desserts. Princess Cruises love looking after the whole family during your cruise. Camp Discovery offers 3 different age categories and areas, all themed in collaboration with the Discovery Channel. Children aged 3 to 17 will have everything they need to keep them amused for hours at a time. Whichever Princess Cruises ship you go on, you are sure to find something entertaining happening. From the street performers in the piazza through to the full Broadway-style productions in the Princess Theatre. But this is Princess, so we can't talk about entertainment without mentioning the movies under the stars up here on deck. Whichever stateroom you pick, you'll get comfortable beds, a flat-screen TV, mini-bar and bathroom with shower. If you're looking for a bit of extra outside space, then an upgrade to a balcony is a must. For that touch of luxury though, suites are the perfect option, offering you extra space and amenities in your room and complimentary access to the Lotus Spa thermal suite, amongst other exclusive benefits.
So imagine having that luxury.
5-star.
Yeah, and you're
In
paying
August?
£80 per person per night in August.
Yeah. You couldn't. If you
I
tried,
don't
to,
th- I
if you
don't-
tried to get a hotel in August around Southampton, you couldn't get it.
I was going to say, I do not think you'd get any kind of land holiday.
And then you
in the
think,
UK.
oh, maybe the itinerary's not so good, and maybe they're only but they're not. The itinerary's fantastic.
It's great.
And you get Des O'Connor.
You do. Do you think he's going to do, like, so he's doing a show a few nights a week, would you say?
I would have thought so. He's probably not one of the jugglers, is he? He's not one of the acrobats coming down off a
But he's a
off a
really
trapeze.
talented guy, isn't he? You know,
He's brilliant.
Yeah. I used to watch the show for years. Great guy. Anyway, so you're going to cruise out of Southampton. You got a couple of days at sea.
Yeah,
sailing into the ship.
which
sunbathe.
is always nice to have a couple of days at sea.
Yeah.
And again, remember, we still do that holiday in Winchester, which is really good value for 2 weeks at £95 per person. And then from there, we go down to Cadiz. So we're going down on to the southern part of Spain. Now, this time of year, the weather should be absolutely beautiful.
Yes,
Should be nice
yeah.
and warm down there. And again, you've got La Caleta Beach. You can go over to the Cadiz Cathedral and the museum area. But again, it's a stunning part of the world down in this part of southern Spain. And as I said, the main thing I'd say is hit the beach, chill out around the pool, do what you need to do. But Cadiz is lovely to go and experience. We then have a relaxing day at sea, and then we go into quite a few ports of call. So we go into some of the big hitters. So Barcelona, first of all, loads to see, Gaudi, Nou Camp. You've got the Sagrada Familia, which you can see there. And again, make sure you just go for a wander up Las Ramblas, take in the mime artists, go for lunch there, go for some tapas, over to Park Güell. There's so much to do in Barcelona. It's a wonderful, wonderful city. From there, you head down into the south of France, going down into Marseille, in the Provence area. And again, you've got the wonderful harbour area there just to chill out, relax. I would just wander off. If you want to go a bit further afield, you're on the Côte d'Azur there, so you can head off to some of the big destinations in that part of the world. But if not, you've got the 17th century port city there. When we went there, we just wandered around and just sat around and just chilled out for the day. We're then going to Livorno. Livorno, of course, is the gateway into Florence and Pisa. You can go to Siena as well. But again, this one here, the main places to go and see are, of course, the Leaning Tower and, of course, the Duomo and the Ponte Vecchio in Florence. Now, you can do a half-day tour to see one of those. You can do Florence full day, or you can combine them both. I like the Florence and Pisa tour on your own. Gives you that flexibility to do your own thing, but obviously, depending on what you guys want.
And if you've already seen those, you can go to... I went to Lucca.
Lucca is beautiful,
lovely,
yeah. And again, go out into the countryside. You've got the vineyards, try the wines.
Really nice trip, that one.
It's a lovely chance to do that. And it's a nice alternative to where everyone's going to Florence
a
and
little bit
Pisa.
quieter, actually, as well.
We're then going to Civitavecchia, of course, the gateway into Roma, and of course Rome, the great city. Again, a lot of people just stay in Civitavecchia now. A lot of people have been to Rome before and they want to relax there. But if you want to go into Rome, you're looking at about an hour and a half's drive, depending on the traffic. And of course, Vatican, Sistine Chapel, and Colosseum. Throw a coin in the Trevi Fountain. And again, another good trip here to do that I recommend is Rome on your own. You get dropped by the Colosseum, and the bus will pick you up at the Vatican. And then you just wander through Rome, and you've got about 6 hours to do that. Alghero in Sardinia. Sardinia is a slightly different destination. You've got coves, small beaches. You've got the green-coloured sea there, which is beautiful to go for a swim. Especially after you've been in cities for the last couple of days, you just might want to go off and just relax down on the beaches and take it easy, depending on what you want to do. Then a relaxing day at sea, and then into Quetta over in Morocco. So again, we're going on the coastline there. And again, from here, you've got the mountain views, which is stunning. You can go and walk around the royal walls. You can go to the Casa de Dragons, which is an amazing venue there. But those walled cities are great to go and walk around if you wanted to. If not, just chill out on the beaches and do some relaxing. Then 2 days at sea, and then from there, back into lovely Southampton.
Honestly, I thought that price was wrong. And do you know what? You might be thinking to upgrade to the outside there's going to be a big difference. There isn't. I think the outsides, am I right in saying they start about 1165?
Yeah, it's about 50 quid difference.
Yeah, but anyway, just ask your cruise consultant. We've got some great upgrades available as well. So, comedian Des O'Connor is going to be on board as well. No-fly cruise, of course, straight from Southampton, so you can take as much luggage as you like. Makes it nice and easy as well. And it works out for the 17th of August under £80 per person. And you know, when you think about Princess Cruises, I think luxury. They are. I mean,
well, can I just say, £95 per person per night stay at the holiday in Winchester, and you're getting it for £80 per person on the ship with all your drinks and all your entertainment, all your meals, all your meals and entertainment.
Yeah. And obviously you could purchase a drinks package as well.
You can, yeah, you can.
Price-wise, I mentioned that, yeah, there it is, the upgrade to the outside. Just a few more pounds there as well. We've got balcony and we've got the suite as well. So, what a show. I know we are going to be busy. Don't forget, it's always a different phone number for Planet Cruise. The details there, 080-250-2662. What time are we up until tonight?
10 o'clock tonight.
10 o'clock
back
tonight.
At 8 in the morning. I'm back in at 9.
9. So you may be lucky enough to speak to this lovely man tomorrow.
Never know.
We started with Fred Olsen on board the Braemar. Do you want to talk to this one, Glenn?
Yeah, so we've got a 5-night Summer Antwerp and Amsterdam break. Lead date's the 22nd of August, and the ID is 172867. Starting from 485, overnight in Antwerp, and again, remember, you could add on that holiday in Winchester. Slightly different dates, different itineraries, different ships. And
then, how amazing would it be to be on board the maiden voyage of the Celestyal Apex? I was on, say, her sister ship Edge last week. We've got exclusive prices for this week, and they're amazing. So that means you're going to get savings of up to £500 per person off. You've got a free classic drinks package, gratuities on Ocean View and above. You've got a big onboard spend as well, up to $500 per stateroom, don't forget. And also, you could add on that holiday inn in Winchester stay from £95 per person. And Ruth has added in a specialty dining experience in one of the top restaurants as well.
And a £1 deposit.
And a £1 deposit. If you want to secure your place, I would do that tonight. I really would. Then Costa Cruises.
Then over to Dubai with Costa Diadema. Now, this is a nice one. This is a free upgrade inside to balcony. You've got overnights in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Again, you can extend this if you want. Flights from London, but I'm sure we can do Birmingham, Manchester, Glasgow, Newcastle if they're Emirates. And again, with this one, that's the lead date, the 7th of December. 179427 is the ID.
And then we had that wonderful, magical experience on board the Disney Magic here. 1st of September, you've got all the dining. Just explain this again, the rotational dining.
So they've got 3 uniquely themed restaurants. One of them is Rasputin's Royal Table, so you get to try those within the 7 days of your holiday. And again, as I said, you've got unlimited snacks, soft drinks, teas, coffees, ice creams on deck every day. And again, you've got the immersive themed Kids and Teens Club, which are going to be second to none. And then West End-style Disney musicals, depending on which the ship you're going on.
I mean, how good are those going to be?
And the other thing I'll be looking forward to is the themed deck parties.
Yeah.
And, of course, the first-run Disney films.
Great to have that on tonight's show. Then we had Celestial. Now, this is the best price we've had all year. Price dropped today. It will be first come, first served. Obviously, the busier we are for this, that's when prices start to rise. All inclusive, so that's all your drinks, all your tips. Free shore excursions, 3 of those. A single special, just £1,049, and return flights based on London as well.
And then finally we finish with Des on Princess, and that's going on the 17th of August. This is a brilliant price, and this has got 14-night wonderful destinations, £80 per person per night, and this one's really good value if you want to add on, because the £95 per person at Winchester, remember, includes your parking for 14 days.
And then don't forget, we had a couple of really quick, amazing deals. We had the celebrity deal, which was on the 2nd and 16th of June.
That was on the Silhouette going to the Baltics.
Yeah.
And then we also had the MSC one going over to the Caribbean, which was on the 10th of December.
So if you ring now, just so you know, I'd like to go for that late deal with Celebrity. Just ask the call centre. You'll be able to find that for us.
I'll be back tomorrow morning.
Glenn, thank you so much. You're with us for the next few weeks, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got 3 weeks of me, mate.
You got 3 weeks of Glenn. That's a good thing. Right, so we'll see you next week.
Yeah, cheers.
I'll see you next week, but keep calling. And thank you so much as ever for joining us on Planet Cruise.
Hiya, thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications, And if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content, like this click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.